Here we are at the La Floresta permaculture site in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. We're rehabilitating an old cane field, taking the cane away, and we're trying to improve and enhance the soil. We discovered a native species, which is just wonderful. It's called the Poroto de palo in Spanish, which I translate roughly as the bush bean. Sorry, I can't give you the Latin name for it because I haven't found it yet. This little plant, I've had probably 90% germination rate. You can plant it everywhere. It's a wonderful local little resistant nitrogen fixer. This will grow up to a bush about 6 feet tall, 2 meters tall, and produce peas in a pot. Why don't we go look at the a 6-month-old plant. This is the 6-month-old bush bean, or Poroto de palo in Spanish. It's just about to flower and produce its potted peas. It's a plant, it's a perennial plant. They say it lasts forever here. It'll keep on growing forever, and when it dies, it'll already have seeded many other young ones. Why don't we go to a flowering plant and check out the buds and peas. We just came from the teenager plant, which is just about to flower. Here we have a flowering young adult. So it's got nice little yellow flowers. And very, very shortly we'll start to see some pods forming. And it's an edible fruit for us. We can pick it and eat it, just like potted peas. This is a little young. It's not quite ready to eat, of course, but that's what the fruit looks like. A nice little nitrogen fixer. It's a local plant. Had to discover it down here talking to local people. It's very, very good to find local plants because they usually are resistant and acclimatized and work marvelously well in this climate. So it's a good encouraging plant to plant because you get success with it. Sometimes you bring in seeds from, I don't know, from Timbuktu, and they're not acclimatized and they don't work here, or they need a lot of care. And this one is flourishing without much of my help. So here we have the mature adult Poroto de palo, or bush bean grove. This is what it looks like when they're adult plants. They produce a little bit when they feel like it. Down here in Ecuador, we don't have distinct seasons. We have rainy and dry seasons, but some plants just decide when they're going to produce. So for this plant we have some buds and flowers as well as some ripe fruit. So it's an interesting plant. Even every branch sometimes decides when it's going to do its thing. The wonderful little microclimate is developing here along the edge of our property.